Support for this podcast comes from the law firm of Davis Malm. Whether you're a developer, property owner, manager, or commercial tenant, their real estate attorneys know the lay of the land, not just the law. Learn more at davismalm.com.
WBUR Podcasts, Boston.
I'm Darryl C. Murphy, and you're listening to The Common. It's another Monday, which means it's time for us to bring you a story from one of our friends in the WBUR newsroom. Today's story comes from WBUR education reporter Max Larkin. Each summer, rising high school seniors known as Thrive Scholars head to Amherst College for a 6-week program. They come from all over the country, and they're all talented students from low-income backgrounds who hope to attend a selective college or university. Max headed out to Amherst to check out this year's summer academy, where the scholars make their final preparations for the application process. Check it out.
That starts a memory.
During the school year, Stephen Shane teaches writing at Emerson College. But for the past 9 summers, he's come out to the campus of Amherst College to do the same for these soon-to-be college students. Here, Shane is in class teaching the James Baldwin essay, Notes of a Native Son.
Let me ask you this. When you think of memory and how your senses can kind of activate it, what are some examples of that?
The 20 or so students perk right up. One mentions the smell of gasoline, and they go from there.
My family lives in Seoul, so I'd visit them, and it's super polluted there. So every time I smell something like that, I feel like I should be in Korea. My body's almost confused a little bit.
They had this song called Every Time We Touch by Cascade. That song, oh my God. Every time I hear that song, I just dang, I miss 2012. Life was just so much easier back then. I ain't had nothing to worry about besides trying to catch the newest episodes on YouTube.
The song was Colgando en tus manos.
How's it go?
No fue coincidencia encontrarme contigo. Yeah, that's it.
These students spend busy days on Amherst campus, marked by intense coursework, with 90 total hours of advanced math and 90 of writing. They're admitted to the fully funded program based on maintaining nearly a straight-A average in high school, and also based on their backgrounds. Nearly all the scholars are students of color from low-income households. The goal is to get these students ready, both to get into the nation's top colleges and to, thrive once enrolled. Beyond that, the Boston-based organization has another goal, that scholars will graduate and go on to join American corporate and civic leadership. 20 years in, the program shows results. Over 40% of scholars go on to one of the nation's top 12 most selective schools. But now that the U.S. Supreme Court has rolled back the use of race in college admissions, instructors like Stephen Shane recognize the challenge ahead.
We had class the day after that decision was announced, and the students were certainly shook by it.
That decision adds stakes to the already important college essay. It made it clear that students remain free to discuss their racial or ethnic background. Part of Shane's job is to help his students draft those essays, and he says they don't exactly feel free based on their questions in class.
Does this mean I have to talk about my identity now in the essay? What if I don't want to talk about my race necessarily here? It's kind of taking away choices the students have in terms of talking about themselves.
Many scholars have already set their sights on a dream school.
I like to say brown because I'm black. I feel like brown has a lot of diversity, so they highlight that.
My dream school is Harvard, and then I aspire to become a lawyer or a forensic psychologist.
My dream school is Columbia University.
New York?
Yes, in the city. Yes, where dreams are made of. Yes.
That's Farhio Omar of Charlestown, Joshua Rodriguez Ortiz of Billerica, and Hannah Adelaide of Norwood. And despite the court's decision, they aren't discouraged about their chances of getting in. This summer has given them confidence. In fact, Adelaide's one worry is about leaving the academy behind and returning to her majority-white home district.
I fear just leaving such a welcoming and tight-knit community of people of the same backgrounds, mindsets, that I might fall back into that I don't know if I'm good enough to get into these places.
there are real reasons for anxiety. According to a recent study by economists from Harvard and Brown, the admissions process at top colleges tends to favor the nation's wealthiest students. For Steve Stein, the CEO of Thrive Scholars, that's a missed opportunity.
The data shows that these colleges are pipelines to leadership in the country. Whether you think it should be or not, they are. And if we want leadership in this country to be diverse, we need to figure out a way to bring diversity to the higher ed. And in a world with the Supreme Court decision, it's going to be much harder.
In the wake of the court's ruling, the Thrive organization is planning to scale up. They'll add 10 summer academies nationwide in the next 5 years. Each year, Stein says, there are thousands of young people who are qualified for elite higher education and can go on to change the world. The task is only to reach them. For 90.9 WBUR, I'm Max Larkin.
Thanks to Max for that story. And that's it for The Common today. We'll be back with our regular show tomorrow. For now, I'm Daryl C. Murphy, and I'll talk to you soon.